What's going on, boxing fans? It's your boy, Full Kind of Boxing, coming back at you with another boxing video for the boxing heads and the boxing minds. Please smash that like button and subscribe to my channel for more hardcore boxing content. So, Terence Crawford, I'm saying, no matter how many times, you give him credit for being a good fighter. And I say a good fighter is because he haven't fought the best, in the division. That's point blank, period. And see, boxing fans look at that and they call that hate, instead of just pointing out what's real. See, when we looked at Sugar Ray Leonard, when we looked at Muhammad Ali, when we looked at all the great fighters, Mike Tyson, when we looked at Roy Jones Jr., these guys fought legends. You see what I'm saying? When we look at Terry Norris, when you look at Julian Jackson, when we look at all the great fighters that we hold up, Floyd Mayweather is one of the biggest. You know what I'm saying? These guys are Hall of Fame material because of who they fought. And that's all it is. It's always been the standard that you got to beat the best to be the best, right? Not gathering accolades. That's never been the case. A lot of you guys don't know what belt these great champions had. Only if you looked it up. You can't remember it, but you do remember the fights. You remember who they fought, right? That's what boxing has always been about. It ain't about this, putting one fight over the other. It's what the fighter does, and who they do it against. Who did Terence Crawford beat to become undisputed? He beat Ndongo, right? To become undisputed, right? Who is Ndongo? Is that somebody, is that somebody Errol Spence Jr. you would want to see fight? Is that somebody you want to see Keith Thurman fight? All these guys would have beat Ndongo. Every last one of them. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that was a weak division. So accolades don't matter. Nobody remembers the belts. You remember the fights. You remember the quality of opponents that guy fought. Say, oh man, Terence Crawford, he beat EJ. You know what I'm saying? That's going to make him a Hall of Famer, a legacy fight. Nobody remembers Victor Postal. Nobody remembers Green Machine. Nobody remembers, these dudes that he fought. Jeff Horn. And then, you got to hold Terence Crawford accountable for not having the legacy fights. But you want to give him credit like he fought the best. You know what I'm saying? And yes, he might have fought the best that he had in his division, but it's still, he don't have the names. You know what I'm saying? He didn't fight Danny Garcia. He didn't fight Thurman, Keith Thurman. He didn't fight he didn't fight them guys at their prime. Kell Brook and Sean Porter in their prime. And this stuff matters. This is not hate on blood. You want to see, Pernell Whitaker fight, Oscar De La Hoya at their best. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to see them fight at the end of their careers or trying to squeeze like Kell Brook had to squeeze back down after he couldn't make 147. He's not at his best. You know what I'm saying? Who ever seen Kell Brook fight the way he fought Terence Crawford? Right? You seen the way EJ fought. You seen the way Kell Brook fought EJ. That ain't got nothing to do with the skills of Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? That got everything to do with what point he was in his career. He didn't have his trainer. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have his team. You know what I'm saying? Because they thought he was going to lose. Because they thought he was past his prime. So these are just facts, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Terence Crawford is a special fighter. But he's not fighting the guys at their best. He's not fighting them at the top of their game. And these are facts. It's not hating on the man. It's just what it is. And the narratives that he can already go to the Hall of Fame, but he will be going to the Hall of Fame on the weakest resume ever. You know what I'm saying? He cannot brag about his resume. Everybody get tired of everybody bringing up Bud Crawford being able to go to the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? And you don't remember none of his fights. Only hardcore boxing fans know Bud Crawford fights, right? Everybody knows who Ali fought. Everybody knows Tyson fights. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because they had great competition. Everybody knows Lennox Lewis fights. Everybody knows Evander Holyfield fights. You know why? Because they fought great competition. And that's all we're saying about Bud. But for you guys who can't hold Terence Crawford to this reality check, to this accountability, you know what I'm saying? You use it as ammunition, you know what I'm saying, to have an accolade over Errol Spence Jr. And it's not that kind of deal, bro. This is about boxing history. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares about a champion who dominates a weak division. You know what I'm saying? And that's not hate the Bud, but you got to have a rival. You know what I'm saying? To be great. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's saying that. Everybody's like, oh, you hate on Bud because you pointed this out, because he got hit in certain fights. No, we're just looking for patterns. You know what I'm saying? What is Bud doing, you know what I'm saying, in the ring? You know what I'm saying? What makes him so great? You know what I'm saying? And we're looking at EJ. You know what I'm saying? What does he do well in the ring? What he don't do well in the ring? This is not hate, folks. This is just about boxing. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of you dudes, I mean, I don't understand. I mean, if you've been watching boxing for a while or not, this is what we do in boxing. We criticize the fighters, just breaking down their skills and who might be who had the best competition, that type of thing. Looking up their records, you know what I'm saying? Seeing what kind of punches they throw. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of you guys look at that and you make it like some kind of emotional gang type thing. Like you gotta, if you on Bud's side, you got to be on EJ's side. You know what I'm saying? And that shit is stupid. You know what I'm saying? Shit is stupid. You know what I'm saying? And you try to hide, your fanboyism and put it off on other people. You know what I'm saying? You put it off on people who like both fighters, but you make people, dislike Bud from your fanboyism. That's, you keep coming on and trying to criticize EJ fans, you know what I'm saying? And they're Bud fans. EJ fans buy Terence Crawford pay-per-views. You know what I'm saying? So, but none of that matters to you because you want everybody to be a fanatical Bud Crawford fan. And it's just not like that because the facts don't line up. The man did not come to 147 fighting the best fights. I don't know how you get around that. You know what I'm saying? The man was at top rank and he squandered his youth. You know what I'm saying? In 2018, he could have went inside with the PBC where all the welterweights was. Paulie Malignaggi was right. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do that. Everybody begged Bud back then. That's when it was about even with the Bud Crawford fans and the EJ fans. And then y'all still cover up for that shit and don't hold Bud to no kind of accountability. Right? So, that's the problem, is that it's not EJ fans, it's the Bud Crawford fans who wants to go out here and be too emotional, want to cuss people out, you know what I'm saying, over, criticizing Bud and the decisions that he made, right? We know Sean Porter wasn't at his best. You know what I'm saying? Kell Brook wasn't at his best when Terence Crawford fight him. And y'all make a victim out of Terence Crawford when you don't acknowledge these things. Oh, nobody want to give Bud credit. Nobody want to give Bud credit. But we can see it with our eyes. You know what I'm saying? We've been watching boxing for years. We can see the effort that these guys had. We can see the lack of punch resistance. We can see the lack of drive and willpower in these guys. You can see it. So what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? We want to see somebody go out there and fight. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to win against Bud. Not when they're later in their careers when they're thinking about retiring. You know what I'm saying? These guys were hot. They were champions when EJ fought them, and you can't admit that. That's something that you just can't admit. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep with the propaganda. You want to keep with the narratives. And you want to twist and put all this misinformation, and then you want to say everybody else is putting out misinformation. You're trying to Fox News, this boxing talk, and it's not that serious, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just call it for what it is, So, I got a lot of people out here saying, you got something against Bud Crawford. Okay, so let's say I do have something against Bud Crawford. So what? What if I have something against Andre Ward? So what? You know what I'm saying? We're still talking about what's happening in boxing. You see what I'm saying? You know, you want to make it sound like it's some kind of personal when you bring out what actually is going on in this man's career, right? You want to protect him from any and all accountability, and you don't want to hold him up to no standard. When the standard has always been, you got to beat the best to be the best. That's all it is. But you're always trying to. Y'all got some kind of think tank where y'all sit aside and how can we twist this? How can we twist this and make it EJ problem? You know what I'm saying? I'm like that. Now that shows you that is next level. You know what I'm saying? Craziness. You know what I'm saying? That's when you know you're too much of a fanboy, when you're going point by point, you know what I'm saying, trying to mess up and muddy up the boxing talk because things don't fall in Terence Crawford's favor. Okay? So, you know from watching Fox News that if nobody can agree on what the facts are, then the conversation never comes to a conclusion. You can never come to a logical point if you can't agree on what the facts are, and that's what's happening. You know, people have brought politics into boxing talk. You know what I'm saying? You're using the same techniques, you know what I'm saying, that Fox News use. Hey, just muddy up what the facts, never agree on what the facts are, even though everybody know what the facts are. And the truth is simple. You know, it ain't no confusion that Bud went back to top rank in 2018 when he could have went to the PBC. That's facts. You know what I'm saying? That tells you everything you need to know right there. I don't even know what we arguing about half the time. You know what I'm saying? Because you just keep making up shit. You know what I'm saying? And you call it hate when you point these things out. You know what I'm saying? Bob Arum said it's difficult to do business with Terence Crawford. He don't want to sign contracts. You know what I'm saying? We see how long he's drawn out, you know what I'm saying, this experience, you know what I'm saying, with the PBC. I mean, I want to see let Crawford get all the money he wants long as he signed. That's cool with me. But the narratives on Bud's side are delusional. You know what I'm saying? It's misinformation. And, you know, you try to make Bud some kind of victim. You know what I'm saying? Victim Olympics going on. And you try to make it seem like everybody got something, you know, against Bud. Yeah, everybody do have something against Bud. You know what I'm saying? He's faking the funk, bro. That's what it is. He's a special fighter who's not fighting other special fighters. You know what I'm saying? He's a great fighter, but he's not fighting the best. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? And no matter what you call the circumstances, he's acting like everybody's running from him, and that's not the case. Everybody knows that's not the case, and everybody's sick of it, bro. Everybody's sick of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? You know, it ain't got nothing to do with EJ. This has nothing to do with EJ. This all is hinging on Bud Crawford fans putting bullshit out there. You know what I'm saying? When everybody knows the truth. You know what I'm saying? You can't handle the truth. And EJ, he's always been straight up. You know what I'm saying? About everything. But everybody's trying to make EJ some kind of liar. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to cling on to anything they can do to make this man look bad. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying, like, that shit is stupid. It's stupid, you know? And it's got nothing to do with love for EJ. It's just about you guys trying to twist the narrative, trying to put out misinformation, and you know what I'm saying? And the facts are the facts. You know, Bud needs to, you know, go out here, fight EJ. He will get credit for beating EJ. You know what I'm saying? He would get credit for because EJ is a top of the line dude. But we can't sit here and pretend that he didn't sit back while EJ went and fought all the champions and gathered all the belts. Now all he's doing is fighting for one belt. Once again, you know what I'm saying? He's just hanging back. You know what I'm saying? He didn't help clear the division. You know what I'm saying? Like Tarver said. You know, Tarver said they cleared the division. When did Bud help clear the division? You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of shit that be tripping boxing fans out. He didn't do any heavy lifting. He just sat back and stayed safe. And you know, y'all did the rest with all the narratives and stuff. Oh, EJ ducking. Come on, bro. Nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, miss me with all the misinformation, bro. You know, we've been following this from day one. You know what I'm saying? Don't come in here, twisting the facts and all that, bro. We've been here. You know what I'm saying? I've been here before them. You know what I'm saying? So nobody got hate for Bud. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to just chill. You know what I'm saying? Come in here with all the hate and your negative attitude because people, you know what I'm saying, criticize going over this man's career, going over his fights. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, don't watch. Go to another channel. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Now my regular Bud fans, you know what I'm saying, who are cool, who understand what's going on, you know what I'm saying? They're not fanatical and they're not stupid about Bud Crawford, you know what I'm saying? You're welcome. But all you fanatical dudes who want to twist the narrative and make it seem like somebody hate Bud, man, y'all kiss my ass. You know what I'm saying? Go to another channel. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all dudes, you're not rational. Something is wrong with you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Let's just keep it real in boxing. It's just boxing talk, dude. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to hunt nobody down for Bud Crawford, do you? I mean, what the hell going on with you dudes? Anyway, this has been Pool Kind of Boxing. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to my channel. Peace.